And welcome everyone to another episode of Three Guys Making Comics, the podcast that discusses the ups and the downs of the comic book creation process. My name is David Omar Lopez, and I am a comic book artist.
Hello, I'm ALberto Doriguzzi. I'm an Italian comic book artist. By day I work, but by night I dive, as usual, into ink, paper, screen tones like an old school maniac.
My name is Lech Kaminski, and I also draw comic books
Yeah.
with passion.
Yeah.
That's a twist. That's a twist.
That's a twist. I love it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna share first.
Perfect.
Obviously, we're sharing on Comics Flow, if anyone wondered. So I was able to tweak a little bit this page, which people probably don't remember from 2 weeks ago. If you can spot the difference, then, well, you've won, I don't know, a smiley. I'm gonna just fade in and out what changed.
Yes, okay. There is more darkness on the more light, more dark.
All in all, what I added is the background behind this figure. Now it's easier. And I changed the hair of the guy. Basically, I played a lot with very little difference, but the difference is there for me because I wanted that couple. I mean, a couple that's definitely not a couple. But these two people, I just wanted them to pop into the front plane more. And that's the sketch that I had before. Okay. So that's what I did. It's not much, but I think it makes a difference. And on the next page, I don't know if anyone have seen this already, but yeah, I think I'm noticing that I first need to focus on my faces, and that seems to be my workflow. That everything else, once the faces are done, is just easy.
Okay.
So on the next page, which probably you haven't seen yet, I mean, previously it looked like this. So I hate the face, like it's horrible, but well, it's a work in progress.
Okay.
So I've started drawing the faces again and the figure in the back. And the other thing I did is the next page with, well, there's these two brothers. I mean, the old barbarians attacking a village, but one of those brothers is a psycho, and I hope you can see a psycho in his face. Like he is twisted. He's meant to be twisted.
Okay.
So that's what I did. And it's all mostly right, because I didn't tell you, like, this guy has got all the curly hair in the world, only because on the next page I want him to be killed in a glorious way with all of those hairs just spread against the wind, I know, against the force of the axe being thrown. So this guy in my comic book only exists to die like 3 pages later. And yeah, so that's what I enjoyed this week.
So you are enjoying, you enjoy to draw and hair, so that's the point of okay, that's right. I mean, I have the same pleasure, you know. I mean, when you draw an ink hair, it's very, if the line works, it's very nice to do it. So I understand the feeling.
Yeah, and digitally you can just erase and put another layer all the time. True. So yeah, I thought that it would be cool if his hair was just kind of vivid and picturesque in this panel. Just spread like that
Okay.
in motion. Right, that's all. That's all for
I
me.
like that you are also you go to the previous page, please,
Right?
if you can.
Yeah, of course I can.
I like that you. I like a lot of this page. The face, first panel is very cool. I see that you're decreasing the number of panels you are using as usual. In the beginning, you use more panels. I think. I mean, of course, there were pages where there are just backgrounds, big stuff, but I think it works better for your style. I don't know if you're thinking about it or just a natural thing that comes out.
It just comes out like that. But you're right. I've noticed that there's fewer panels as I move forward.
They works very well. I like them. I like them. This page is very cool. Here still missing the
Which one?
axe.
This one.
Yes, the other one you have finished today. The one with the where you change the background. This is very cool.
Oh, I
Cool.
don't know which one it
The-
is.
the-
I mean,
the-
I know.
The,
I want
this
to
one,
take
this
all
one.
the glory I can.
I mean, 3 panels, but it's clear and it works very well. Good contrast, good lighting. I like them.
Thank you.
You're increasing. I mean, your quality is becoming better and better. I'm impressed.
Cheers.
And maybe decreasing the number of panels helps because we have bigger pictures to draw, right?
It is possible. I was wondering why I'm doing it like that.
Okay.
I mean, this one I could probably like reduce. Maybe I don't know. I could probably just alter the panels in here because it feels kind of empty.
Is this this is the beginning of the story, correct? It's like you start from number 1 with this story.
So the first page is this
Yeah,
one, which is
that's an
somewhat
awesome page.
colored,
Yeah.
and that's 4 panels. So that's also not too many to be true. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4 panels.
It's almost okay. Here more. Okay.
Well,
5.
it's also, I mean, the way it's like when Lech was saying, well, it just comes to me. I mean, it comes to us when we're putting the whole story together. There's moments that need expansion, and then you got your, like in this moment here, it's a very intimate between a mother or
Yeah.
and a child, and then it opens up again to this horrific act. So we're
Yeah.
always working with constricting the audience and then but like letting everything loose and letting them see this whole thing. So it's just a natural way of when your storytelling gets better is that you know what the scene needs as far as expanding it or constrict or making it smaller, more panels.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm getting better at that as well. But I'm not even thinking about that. It's just what the page needs, and
Yeah, well, that's what the story needs. That it's talking to you. That's when you're in the zone.
right. Absolutely so. Definitely in the zone.
I have the feeling that you are enjoying a lot making these pages more than the other project.
Oh,
I don't know.
definitely more than. I mean, I love the Thief, but I burnt
Okay.
out with that one, and this one is just fresh, and it's also built on contrasts.
Okay.
And I think I like contrast in terms of like the ideas are contrasted here.
Okay.
Grandpa, grandchild, villagers, barbarians. Like the best that the grandfather wants to teach is not what the kid thinks is the best for him, and it's just a different type of story. This one is definitely adulterated in a way that I'm not sure if in US anyone would allow a scene like that.
Okay.
Would they?
I'm gonna say yes. I've seen plenty of comics with violence that's more,
Oh,
bigger than this. So
okay.
I mean, I'll talk to about myself. I have one where there's a weapon going through a guy. So I
Okay.
mean, that's pretty normal now when you go to the comic shops.
Okay.
But here is there some kind of splatter or gore, or is
Yeah, I
just
guess the thing I'll say before you answer that is that even though it's a gory scene that I'm doing, it's what the story needs, first of all. And second of all, I'm not making it gratuitous where there's splashes of which I love. You know, I love movies that are comically violent, but sometimes you want to keep the moments in a comic not as, you know, that's where I don't want to expand the splatter of blood and all that. So that's my personal choice.
Of course.
Okay.
But
'cause
yeah, like sorry about
I was gonna add the splatter of blood in here, definitely.
opposites. You know, we think differently.
If you watch Invincible, I mean, they
Oh
just
yeah, of course. I mean,
gore and gore and gore and more gore, even
Right.
if it's not needed. I mean, sometimes it's just I like.
Well,
gore, but
again, with the tone of that book is there's a slight comic, like almost it's fantasy first of all, but there's a comic, not comic book, but comical, like funny.
yeah,
So it's almost played for comedic effect, which is like what Tarantino does and all that, where it
Mm.
just it's so over the top that it becomes funny because yeah, it doesn't seem real.
yes,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, let's not go that direction because we're now gonna talk about gore and all the horrible things that actually happened in reality, and they are just too insane to kind of categorize them as something that is part of reality when it actually is.
Yeah, that's a way longer. That would take longer than our podcast could even
Yeah,
handle.
Absolutely. So yeah,
So we stay with the comic book
exactly.
subject.
yeah.
Okay, then it's my time. I think. Right? You have finished.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
thank you, Lech. The stuff is looking great. It just keeps
agree.
getting better. Awesome.
Cheers.
I agree.
Cheers.
Exactly. Cheers, as usual. It's always coffee time, right?
Yeah, why not?
So my week, as you can see here, the progress bar on Comics Flow, the estimated delivery date on my comic is today. So the plan is to finish it today. I finished page 15, the new version. I mean the new one. I added all the screen tones, make some changes here on the first panel, which was the half at the beginning. Now it's full width because I like it more. It's more open, and I mean the flow works better for me. And yes, and this page is finally done and completed. Now I'm working on the next one, which is this one on the left, which is the inks are finished, and I just need to put the screen tones. I changed a bit from the sketches. Let me just share the sketch so you can see the progress, which is always cool. So at the beginning it was this, then I changed it to this, and now I'm inking, and I need to add the screen tones. So I changed the second panel, which I changed it because of story elements. They speak about some stuff that will maybe happen in the future. And the last one, because I wanted to show the face of the alien in a dark shape, and speaking about the next action phase. They are following the hero and stuff that will happen in issue 2, I think. Yes, and my plan is to finish this evening, maybe, or maybe tomorrow, the screen tones, and then issue 1 it's completed 100%, at least until I find something that I don't like. But I say to myself, calm down and focus on the cover, which I need to do, even if I have some ideas that also very fast ideas. And the second thing that I'm doing right now is adding the dialogues. I mean, I was just adding last week, but I'm continuing. And now my biggest concern is that there isn't enough dialogue in the story. I don't want that the readers finish the story too quickly. And I know that when I buy a comic and there isn't so much to read, I just finish the comic very, very fast. Usually I go back, I look at the pictures, but I have the fear that my first issue is a little bit too silent. So I'm thinking to add a bit more of dialogues. And also I'm asking myself if I should finish issue 2 before releasing issue 1. So the point is, should I? I know.
That I will interrupt you to say no. You need to release issue 1. We need. Well, I want to read it. It's like for sure. I can't wait for issue 2.
Yes, but you'll be too fast.
Yeah.
No. The point. I agree. I would also like at least at PDF. I mean, I can wait to have it on paper, because I'm thinking if the reader want more, he will need to wait maybe 2 months. So of course, before I finish the cover and all the dialogues, and in English and in Italian and maybe in German. I think I will do also in German. I'm thinking about it because I can speak German, so I would like to.
Oh, yeah.
So it will take 2 weeks maybe, and in 2 weeks I will start with the issue 2 and with the pencils. That's my next goal, is to start. I don't know how many, but my idea is to start. And I had also an idea. I want to show at the end of first issue and at the end of every issue some stuff that you will see in the next issue, because I like the idea that if I show a cool panel of issue 2 in issue 1, people will say, hey, I want to see that. So my idea is to try to finish every story, every issue with a cliffhanger, more or less, an important one, like some Batman episodes on the old series, or maybe also the old Spider-Man comics. I can't remember if any issue finished with a cliffhanger, but the idea was just try to finish with a cliffhanger, and the next page show next issue. You will see that and that, maybe 1 or 2 panel or a splash page, so to get people excited, because I would like to draw many action scenes, and here there aren't many, and we would like to have a little sneak peek in every issue. So I need to finish 1 issue and maybe 1 page of the next issue. That's my plan. I thought this could be a cool idea to make some kind of preview of next issue. I don't know what you think about, if you agree with me. It takes, of course, a bit of more time, and also I must be sure that the page I will do, or the panel, will be on the next issue, right? Because maybe I will change stuff. So I must be sure that what I'm doing is will be published. But I like the idea.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I mean, it's something I haven't thought about, but the idea is if you do the cliffhanger and the actual inked lettered book finishes, and then you add a preview, but the preview is your basic pencils, because they see what it is, but it also gives you the opportunity not to be committed to making it look exactly like. So it's a sneak peek, but it's almost like my process, plus this is a sequence that will be in the next exciting, like the Batman show, the next exciting episode of Rocket Golf.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so you mean not inks, but only pencils. That's a good idea.
Like either even a rough or something that would look clearly like, oh, and the next one he jumps off a bridge and like he's flying over, and then you just draw like the basic structure of it. It's the next issue, but not the complete page.
Yes,
because if you have the complete page, then you have that page is part of issue 1 because it's already finished.
Okay.
It's confusing. It's something that.
No. Okay, it's a good idea. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and nice to.
Yeah, so do I. I also like it because anime very often has a preview of the next episode.
Exactly.
But I always skip that because I don't like to the spoiler.
Okay.
But this version with just rough pencils, this is actually very, like, if someone is into the comic book, they will want to read into the pencils as well.
Okay. Yes.
So I think this is a great one.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. So next week goal is to have finished the screen tones today or tomorrow, and starting with the cover and have some at least some pencils. The beginning of a page or 2 from issue 2. That's my goal. And that's all for this week. Thank you very much, guys.
Nice.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Well done.
Yeah, I'm gonna just share my screen. It'll be 1 second. Share screen.
Yeah.
All right. So like Lech mentioned earlier, we're using Comics Flow for the UI you're seeing as we flip through our work. Here's a quick tutorial made by a very talented artist. I love this. This is the Comics Flow mascot here. And you can choose to do the mini tutorial. Like I've always said, it's just choosing your template, manga, webtoon. Yeah, get all your stuff ready. All the cover, colors, everything physical, or maybe it's digital. There you go. Name it, put all the deadlines, all that stuff. This guy's got it done. Upload, and then you
Yes.
finish it. You see it live, how it would look. And then there it is. You can have a preview of it and see your awesome work. Anyway, give it a shot, comicsflow.com. So the next thing is, yeah, we're still in pre-launch of Three Planes. John and myself are working on this. When I'm not doing this podcast, I'm pretty much just talking Three Planes, trying to wrap it up for our Kickstarter launch sometime this summer, which is coming up pretty quickly. So again, like I always say, the QR code is there. You can put the title into Kickstarter and just follow us along. I did do a secondary character one for our second protagonist, which is the warrior. And again, you can do the same thing as the other one, and that takes you to the Kickstarter, which is over here. So yeah, 49 followers. Nice.
Nice.
I didn't know that. I would check the numbers during the podcast.
See?
So yeah, I think that's a few more than we had this morning or yesterday. So yeah, thanks for that, everybody. Let's see. So just some preview pages from the actual book without the dialogue, of course. That is still in progress. We shared this page yesterday, which is the introduction of that character from one of the teasers. We know our friend the Bridge here, and this is their meeting when these two characters meet up. And I wanted to just show off one more page from this. I think John's already sharing it, which is this page. This page is just right after this panel. You go into this panel, a big hero shot, and this is where they will be introduced and they'll go off on their adventure. So just wanted to show this one off. And I'm showing stuff like this and even some of my rough stuff and inks over on my Patreon. Also bonus stuff for people who go up the premium tier. They get some bonus stuff there. But today I want to focus on one of the pages from early in the book. This is the bridge that we just saw in the other pages. This would be page 2 and 3, so it's still very it's the beginning of the story, but yeah, I just make it bigger. So if you remember, and maybe I'll start with page 1 so we can remind ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had page 1, and this is the very beginning. Something appears over our reality, or what looks like a town that we would be familiar with. We zoom in, it's some sort of entity or a human being, maybe not a human being, but then she looks out at something, and that would take us into the one I'm showing now. But I also wanted to show this because, and my John the writer, I don't know if he hates me by now, but I have a tendency to seeing something either for a while being out and about, like either in emails or back and forth, and I go, nope, one of those panels needs to be changed. So this panel, I just didn't like it after a while looking at it, and I said, stop the presses, no more colors, no more dialogue. We got to change this, and I changed it to this one. So
Man.
I think it's more, it has more action, more flow than just kind of this. For me, it was like, again, the drawing's fine, but it was pretty boring. And I like how she kind of twists here, which will take us to
That's nice.
our big page, right? So now we see that whatever that reality is, when she looks at it, it looks like a whole different plane, which is one of the three planes. So anyway, this is the bar. This is her hovering over it, and here's just a bit of an intro, starting the story that we're going to get into. I wanted to go back because I showed this to the guys here, and they were like, "Oh, that's great," and I'm like, "Yeah, it took me like 50 hours and a lot of revisions." So on top of the rough, this was kind of the initial pass at it. And as you can see, this is pretty much the same. I had that down, but this hovering effect here was not working for me. The character itself is still kind of reluctant about flying, so her having her arms behind her makes her look too experienced. The face is a bit off for me for that perspective, even though it's kind of a low, looking down on the character. I didn't like it very much. And of course, you'll see the big issue here is that I had kind of the skyscrapers, how they would be in another different plane, how they might look, but I couldn't figure out what to do with the bar and how to make it look like something that takes attention here. And then I went to another one, which was closer to what I wanted, which is now we have the bar here.
Okay.
And that's doing its thing. But I didn't like her face. It looked still too like, I know what I'm doing. I have it in control. She's kind of afraid. She's still trying to figure things out. The body was fine. But then, of course, I just changed the head. And I think that expression works better for her character.
Perfect. It's perfect.
So she's still trying to learn things. But anyway, that's kind of a process. Even when I say that something is finished, it's actually not finished. So
yeah, we know that feeling, yes. Sadly.
Yeah, so that's the work currently. There's more pages, but I'll get to those as the campaign gets closer to launch. Thank you.
Cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Bravo.
And,
Nice.
and next week, guys, so next week. I'm always asking because we need to be, what's your goal?
Oh, my goal is to just keep working on the book.
Okay.
Same here. I've noticed I stopped doing a single page, and now I'm kind of covering several pages, like I think 6 at once.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing that, but that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Exactly. I mean, if it works for you, right? That's the answer.
Yeah, I think I want all the relevant faces in a row to be similar, and I think it's easier for me to draw the same guy 3 times in a row on different pictures,
Okay.
rather than finish a page and then make another one and then try to make the face that I've already forgotten how it was drawn. So I think that's why I'm doing it, because it's kind of easier to just draw the same face several times in a row. That's all.
This is a good idea. I have the same problem. I usually make a lot of sketches when I'm working or at phone. I'm making the hero again and again and again. But this is a good idea. So you just do the same, more pages at the same time. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, then it's all for today, guys.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So as always, guys, read more comics. Remember, love your pets, and like and follow us here and on socials as usual. And we will see again next week. Have a nice weekend.
Yes.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Read more comics. Bye.